Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to properly mace and how to mace swap, breach swap and stuff like that. So first with the basics, what you want to do is you will have a wind charge and you look down, and while you right click you have to jump so you can get even higher. Without jump you will get this high. With jump you will get higher. The next step is, while in the air, switch your wind charge to the mace and hit the target. Now I'm going to show you how to do that. First, you have to wind charge up, then mace, and just like that. And then this, as you can see, is only doing 10.2 damage. If you want to do more than 10.2 damage, there are different ways. The first way is to get even higher. You can do this with pill catching, just like that, and you can get even higher. The second one that I just did is attribute swap. This technique lets the sharpness 5 and the density or the breach together, so then you can even deal even more damage as you are already doing. Like if you're doing 1.7, then if you're swapping with a breach mace, you will do 3.9. And now, what you want to do is not only have a breach mace, but also have a density mace. Because density maces, if you're higher, then you do more damage. So that's why I will get a new mace with density. You can enchant a mace on each table, and you're able to get density 4. But if you combine them, density 4, you can get density 5. So that's not a big problem. Now, if I'm adding these together, you have to if you if you want to put windburst, put windburst 1 or windburst 2, because windburst 1 is like, it doesn't let you be really high after a hit, but if you have windburst 3, you'll get higher. That's windburst 1. Then if you want, you can get windburst 3. That's depending on how you like this. If you like this more, then you can definitely put it on. That's windburst 3. So, the attribute swapping. So at first, you have to get your sword with sharpness 5. Then, before you crit on him, switch to your mace, like this. This. I have my mace on the hotkey 3. You just have to jump and 3-1, 3-1, 3-1. Or you can just also do like this. You don't really have to go back to 1, but if you want to do even more damage, then go to 1 is better. Like we can do 14.7. Oh, and you can, with a normal hit, you can only deal 10.1. Now with the density mace. Before I show you that, we are going to sleep. So basically, you just have to get up and progress. Just like that. And if you can't do that the first time, you can just practice it by just not jumping high, not like this, but you can just normally first ender pearl and after that instantly throw a wind charge. Like that. And then mace. Or if you want, you can also attribute swap. Just like that. This was an attribute swap. And as you can see, it dealt 49 damage. And I will recommend, if you are 8 blocks higher, just then use density mace. If you are 8 blocks below, then use a breach mace. But every time you use a breach mace, remember to swap. And the last tactic is to use fireworks and elytra. The best will be fireworks duration 3, so you can do something like that. Oh, I missed that, but you can go up, swap to back to elytra, and when you go down, swap back and mace. So that will do 60. If you're good enough, you can also attribute swap in the air. Like you go up, and then go back down before you hit attribute swap. This will do very nice. I'm not that, I wasn't that high. So go back high, go back down, and attribute swap. But yeah, it's really difficult. It has to be a lot of practice, and if you can do it, then it's really nice. Why am I using firework duration 3 buckets, you may ask? That's because if you can do, they're still flying. You see, if I get up and get on the elytra, it can still fly. That's a good thing. And another thing is, if you're new and you're afraid of just macing, you can also like spam. Like, you see, I just spammed and you can still mace. Yeah. And another tactic, the last one, is if your opponent is holding a shield, you can just go up, X, and just like you have to double click and then break the X like that. Or you can just backstep, you go back from your opponent, just like this. And these are all the techniques that I know and recommend you guys to use. And thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a nice weekend and have a nice day having and playing with Mace. Bye.